Stormfang carefully lays Obsidian Claw on a stone bed inside their shadowy den. The wounded tiger's breath is heavy, his fur scorched and marked with burns from the lava duel. Stormfang's gaze lingers on him, cold, calculating, and strangely satisfied. A faint, knowing smile curls across his lips. He closes his eyes, and the world around him dissolves into the smoke of memory. 5 years ago, the blazing sun scorches the golden plains of Ira. There, Blaze Serpent, the mighty hyena king and Stormfang's father, rules with unchallenged power. Even Iron Tempest, the Lion Lord and father of Specter Fang, avoids conflict with him. The hyenas are many, fierce and fearless. But fate changes with the arrival of Hellbrand, the crimson, striped tiger, father of Obsidian Claw. Hellbrand leads 2 other tigers into a slaughter that drenches the plains in blood. Blaze Serpent's pack is torn apart, his kingdom devoured by claws and fire. And before the dust can settle, Iron Tempest strikes. Seeing the hyenas weakened, he leads 4 lions into a second onslaught, merciless and final. They burn the remnants of Blaze Serpent's realm to ashes. In that inferno, Grimforge, Stormfang's mother, dies screaming beneath a lion's claws. The young Stormfang, terrified and blood-soaked, crawls beneath the corpses of his kin to survive. He is found by Void Reaver, his scar-faced uncle, who raises him in the wastelands of the South, teaching him to hunt, to scheme, and above all, to hate.
Never forget their names. The lions and tigers stole everything from us. One day, you will make them kneel.
Back in the present, Stormfang opens his eyes. The memory fades, replaced by the glow of flickering torches and the rhythmic breathing of the unconscious Obsidian Claw. Stormfang whispers under his breath, his tone venomous yet calm.
And now, the game begins. The lions will tear the tigers apart, and when both fall, the hyenas shall rise again.
The firelight dances across his face, revealing the birth of a dark empire, one that has been years in the making. Obsidian Claw has no memory of the day his father, the infamous Crimson Tiger Hellbrand, slaughtered Blaze Serpent, the father of Stormfang. The massacre was long past, buried beneath years of blood and smoke. Back then, Obsidian Claw was just a cub. Killing was as ordinary to Hellbrand as breathing, his claws soaked in the lives of countless beasts. To Obsidian Claw, death was a sound that echoed daily through the jungle, a rhythm of survival and dominance. 2 years ago, Stormfang appeared before him, humbly seeking a place within his ranks. Obsidian Claw saw no danger in him, only loyalty, diligence, and quiet resolve. Day after day, Stormfang completed every task flawlessly, his devotion unquestionable. Obsidian Claw began to trust him, even admire his cunning efficiency. But that trust was a grave mistake, for within Stormfang's heart lies a storm of vengeance, silent, patient, and absolute. He hides it beneath calm eyes and a loyal grin, weaving a web of deceit so intricate that no one, not even Obsidian Claw himself, could sense its shadow. To Stormfang, every word, every act of obedience is a piece of his grand design, a plan born from blood, fueled by the memory of his slain father and mother. And as the embers of the volcano glow through the cave walls, Stormfang's gaze hardens. The time for loyalty has ended. The time for retribution begins. The night was heavy, the air thick with the scent of molten stone. Inside the cavern, Obsidian Claw lies motionless, eyes shut tight, his breath ragged. His massive frame trembles from the searing pain that refuses to fade. The crimson glow of lava reflects across his black fur like veins of fire. Thundermaw, a towering tiger with muscles rippling under his striped coat, bursts into the chamber. He gasps when he sees his leader's condition.
We can't just sit here and watch him suffer. There must be something we can do. Think, Stormfang, anything at all.
Stormfang, calm as ever, his sharp eyes glinting like twin blades in the firelight, responds in a low, steady tone.
There is a cure. The Aurum Ape Nectar. If he drinks it and we apply it to his burns, he'll recover within 10 days.
Then we'll get it. Right now.
Stormfang's gaze turns distant, his voice grave.
It won't be easy. The Aurum Ape Nectar can only be found in Verdant Abyss, and only in October, the 1 month when the nectar flows. It can cure any illness, any wound, so every creature on the plains wants it.
It's October now. Then we move at once.
Stormfang lifts his eyes to the molten ceiling, where glowing embers float like dying stars.
The nectar belongs to the gorillas. They guard it with their lives. It's sacred to them. If we're lucky enough to pass their trials, they may grant us a small jar, enough to save 1 life.
Thundermaw snarls, his claws scraping against stone.
Then we'll take it by force. Gather our warriors, strike them down, and seize the nectar.
Stormfang smirks, his voice dripping with disdain.
You're a fool, Thundermaw. 10 of you can't even touch their gates before your bones are snapped like twigs. You've seen their power. 1 swing of their arms can crush a tiger's skull.
Thundermaw's eyes flicker with frustration.
Then what do we have to do?
Stormfang turns toward the cavern's exit, the lava glow dancing over his face.
We go to Verdant Abyss and face their trial. Each year it changes. And we must hurry, for the Crimson Howl Pack is already on their way.
The 2 beasts lock eyes, the silence between them heavy with resolve. Beyond the cave, the molten rivers roar, and the hunt for the Aurum Ape Nectar begins. The valley of Verdant Abyss looms before them, ancient, vast, and heavy with silence. The air is thick with mist that shimmers faintly under the dim moonlight. Giant trees, their roots twisted like serpents, reach for the heavens, their canopies veiling the stars. Every shadow seems alive, whispering secrets of an age long forgotten. Somewhere deep within, faint echoes of drums, or perhaps heartbeats, pulse like the breath of the valley itself. At the heart of this foreboding woodland stands a black gate, massive and grotesque, forged from bones and ivory tusks. The faint scent of decay lingers around it. Its carvings tell stories of wars between beasts and gods, etched in symbols older than time. Stormfang and Thundermaw approach, their paws silent upon the moss-covered ground. 2 colossal gorilla sentinels stand before the gate, muscles rippling under their obsidian fur, eyes glowing faintly amber in the gloom. One of them growls deeply, voice echoing like thunder in the hollow air.
Who are you? And what brings you to the gate of Verdant Abyss?
Stormfang bows his head slightly, his voice calm yet firm.
We come from the Obsidian Maw Cavern.
At the name, both gorillas stiffen. One steps forward, his voice trembling slightly.
Obsidian Maw! Do you serve Obsidian Claw?
Sensing fear in the guard's tone, Stormfang straightens proudly.
Indeed, we serve him faithfully. Our master lies wounded. We come seeking Aurum Ape Nectar to heal him.
Obsidian Claw! Is his wound from the battle with Specter Fang?
Yes, he fights bravely, but the scars run deep.
I have great respect for his courage. But we no longer possess any Aurum Ape Nectar. The Crimson Howl comes before you. They feast our trial and depart with the last jar of nectar. The season is over.
Stormfang remains expressionless. He expects this. With Crimson Howl's cunning, passing the gorilla's challenge must be child's play.
Then tell me, what is this year's trial?
This year, our trial is not one of strength, but of wisdom. The wisest among us asks a single question.
And the question is?
The question is, where do gorillas come from? Who are their ancestors?
And Crimson Howl answers,
He says the gorillas are not born of the earth, but of the stars that fall into the forest. When the meteor's flame strikes the ground, its ashes turn to obsidian. From that obsidian rises great Gorath, the first ape king, whose roar awakens life itself in the jungle. It is an answer beyond brilliance. Our master is so moved, he rewards Crimson Howl with the last jar of nectar. I'm sorry, there is no more Aurum Ape nectar. The harvest season has ended.
Upon hearing those words, Thundermaw's fury erupts. He roars, his claws slashing at the earth, and lunges forward toward the guards. But Stormfang blocks him, his eyes sharp and commanding.
Thundermaw, do not be reckless. Do you wish to be crushed in shame before them?
The tiger freezes, his chest heaving, then reluctantly steps back.
We're leaving. There's still another way.
Without another word, Stormfang turns and walks into the mist. Thundermaw follows, growling under his breath. Behind them, the black gate looms like a silent sentinel, sealing away secrets and perhaps destiny itself.
You said there's another way to heal Obsidian Claw. What is it?
Take some of your brothers and head west. It will take you about a day's journey. There, you'll find a tree whose trunk and leaves are entirely golden. According to legend, a golden leopard, a mutated breed, brave, massive, and fierce, fought to the death against a colossal brown bear. After its death, the leopards mourned and buried the fallen hero. From its grave grew a tree with a golden trunk and golden leaves. Since then, it has been called Leopard Heart. The leaves can be applied to Obsidian Claw's burns. They will heal rapidly. As for the rest of the leaves, grind them and boil them. Let the mixture cool for about an hour. Then make Obsidian Claw drink it. The burns inside his body will mend as well. Can you do it?
I can. I'll leave it once.
With that, Thundermaw and two other tigers set out toward the west in search of the Leopard Heart tree. As they disappeared beyond the horizon, a mysterious smile spread across Stormfang's face.
Those were all lies. The tree is real, but its healing power was my invention. The time for revenge has come. Obsidian Claw is all alone now. Not a single tiger remains by his side.
Obsidian Claw blinks awake, and the cavern swims back into focus. The red glow of lava, the stone bed beneath him, the metallic taste of ash. Stormfang stands at his side, calm and composed.
Boss, how do you feel?
Obsidian Claw shifts, pain tearing through him like a furnace.
It still burns, inside and out. My body feels like it is aflame.
Stormfang studies him with false tenderness.
You will be fine. I sent Thundermaw to fetch the Leopard Heart tree. He'll bring leaves to heal your burns. And we'll have you back on your feet soon.
Obsidian Claw's brow knots in confusion.
Leopard Heart? Leaves that heal burns? I've never heard of this. Burns are cured by Aurum Ape nectar, not by fairy tales.
Stormfang smiles, soft and mocking.
You're clever, boss. Not like foolish Thundermaw.
He laughs, light, almost warm. Obsidian Claw studies him. Something in Stormfang's eyes has shifted. The loyalty he expected wavers into a darker light.
What do you want? Why did you lie to Thundermaw?
Stormfang's eyelids glisten. He leans forward, voice trembling with a mixture of grief and poison.
Do you remember Blaze Serpent?
I don't really remember. What happened to Blaze Serpent?
Stormfang's answer explodes like a struck match.
Blaze Serpent was my father.
Obsidian Claw narrows his eyes, suspicion sharpening.
Why are you so sensitive? What of your father?
Stormfang's face loses its softness. He steps close and presses a clawed hand to Obsidian Claw's chest, as if forcing memory into him.
5 years ago, your father Hellbrand butchered my father, Blaze Serpent.
Obsidian Claw chills. The blood on the cave floor seems to freeze.
You have carried this hatred all these years. You planned this before you came into my ranks?
Yes! I swore to wipe the tigers and lions from the plains. I joined you, I served, I learned. I did everything to win your trust.
Obsidian Claw feels the betrayal like a physical blow.
You provoked my fight with Specter Fang. You fed me the idea of the lava soup, didn't you?
I wanted them both dead. I knew your courage. I dared you to taste the soup.
Obsidian Claw looks up at the cavern roof, stunned that he has been raised a shield for a blade.
Can you kill me by yourself?
Storm Fang's smile widens, and then he says quietly, triumphantly,
I do not come alone.
At that moment, the stone door at the chamber's mouth groans open. Two massive horned rhinos fill the threshold, their hide armored and breath steaming in the hot air. Behind them, 10 hyenas slink into the light, eyes hungry and grinning. Obsidian Claw's breath catches. He is alone on the bed. His allies are far away on a fool's errand. Stormfang stands, a silhouette of cold vengeance, as the pack closes in and the cavern seems to tighten like a noose.